Presents. Today we're playing The Outer Worlds from Obsidian Entertainment. They did Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds from Obsidian Entertainment. I have not played this game at all yet. This is me starting brandy new from scratch. We'll see how this goes. I like standard. I like that they're giving me the option to pick all this stuff. That's usually not something done beforehand. Report subtitle. Sounds good. Exciting stuff.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
This is not looking good. Immediately I am getting Fallout vibes. I could see our aesthetic. Oh, hey, even the doors don't work.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Oh, okay, let's see. 6 points to put into things. That's for handguns, long guns. I don't know, let's just start a little above average on everything. I mean, don't really know what what's gonna go, or do I want to like be a little more charming? Just being not as intelligent? Yeah, let's go for a little more charming. That should be... I'm not sure how this is going to play out. This is going to be fun. 2 points.
We'll put those marksmanship scores to good use. If we're ever captured, I'll let you do the talking.
Good with talking. Aptitude. Drink effect, block, persuade.
Handle bits for a living, huh?
See, this is the most important part. Making a semi-attractive character. She... Let's see. Crazy eye colors. I like crazy eye colors. Come on, where is it? You know what we're looking for, right? The fucking, what's her name? Natalie Dormer from, Hunger Games, but doesn't look like they have it. That's the closest they got. We want to be a ginger, because, oh, those are nice. Showing no facial hair. Pretty makeup. No, it's not. Oh yeah, let's cut her up a little. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. No, keep him young. Keep him young. Name. What's my name? My name's Gogo, bitch. Okay. That looks like a starting character for an RPG.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
So I'm guessing that's me in that little tube attached to the ship.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Okay. Nope. Still nothing. Still cutscene.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
That's fair.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see.
This guy's sealing me in this thing.
Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
This guy worries me. I'm not filled with confidence. Oh, well, that's nice. So, in these loading screens, I'm playing on computer. I'm playing with the controller.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land.
Okay.
Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
And I'm Brad.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I don't know what that was. I probably shouldn't hit buttons until it tells me to. Well, fairly straightforward. Little sprats. Little sprinting. Terrifying, and I have no weapons. So...
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Like I just regen hell yet anyway. Hey there, big guy.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
We did give ourselves points in Persuade, so I think we're gonna try to talk him.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy... Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm...
Alright.
my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Things to pick up. We'll take all of them. Get out of the way. Wait a minute. God damn. It worked. It's dehydrated water. Alright, so I can shoot things like that. Due to complications from being revived after extended hybrid brain process time, differently pressing the tactical time deletion button slows down the roll, gives you time to think as well as take action. You have limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTT very slowly while moving faster. Okay, press RB to tactical time dilation. I'm gonna make time dilate like a motherfucker. Screw you, buddy. Oh, hey, that's neat. You had a gun. No bags. Still like to pick stuff up. Okay. Okay. What's the weapon switch button? No. What's that? Okay. I don't know what that does, and I keep acting. I should really stop touching that button. Alright, it very much does feel like a Fallout game. Beat somebody with a flagpole.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Alright, well, it's kind of doing alright for my
Don't know where you
maybe.
came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Shambling.
You out of your mind? No way. I just, you know.
Okay, do space. Alright, we're going.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those...
Here we go.
Alright, I think I will swoop in and take all the things. X lets me put my gun away. That makes me feel nice.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Nobody likes paperwork.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
That's nice.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Sounds like what?
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the... Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital... Please be informed that I am authorized to use... Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel...
I'm not here to
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare your jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3,
I like her hair.
2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of... I am incapable of accepting orders.
Your captain's a red
I
smear.
understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I'll kind of cut a deal with this computer.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Makes sense. Hey, if I got...
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the
Never
electrical
tell me the
networks
odds.
of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Just gonna play along, cause
Best of luck in your search
too many
for a
movies
power
recently
regulator.
didn't play along.
Try to stay alive this time.
Mother from Alien, for example. Hey, congratulations! You've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger and advance your character stuff. And you get things. Okay. That's this button. And Cleo's management training. Every time you level up, get points, spend a kill point. After that, you get points up to 100. Each skill you improve. Got it, Chief. You get 10 points. Well, let's... Oh. Okay, so it goes into the things, okay. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. Apply. Hey, that's cool. I like that the game tells me all these things. Dialogue checking. Right there automatically developed. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, we get a new perk every 2 levels. Okay. Some health, max. Ooh. See, both this one, this traveler here, to fast travel when encumbered, and more carrying rate. Both sound really good. If I had folks in the chat, I'd ask for your opinions, but I don't. So that means we are going to increase our carrying weight. We're just going to go simple. And we'll apply. Something in the journal here. Botched. I don't want to put anything in that botched category. I don't like the sound of that. Well, that's going to be one of these annoying things. All games should have a button to just bloop and make them all go away. So we're just going to ignore that. Alright, let's go see what's wrong with my ship. The SS Reliable. No, Unreliable. Oh, and this lady now is going to try to make me pay a ticket.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Do you take down payments and wanton violence? Let's try lying.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
figure out how to fix my... Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta go to town and find some MacGuffin. There's that again. Don't know what that is. Sneak up on this fool and then shoot. What the fuck are you out here?
Kill them! Stay away!
This is a neat game. I'm really digging this game. I gotta remember to use that thing, that double dash thing. This world, very pretty, very vibrant. I got a giant ring, whatever. This must be that cemetery, because, you know, those look like buried dead bodies. Do they have names? Oh, they do. What do we got? Vicky O'Neill, epitaph pending calculation. That's not very funny. What happened to Lester Moore?
Oh, hey. Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship.
Get them
I'd
points
shake
for
your
the
hand,
sweet
but I've been
XP
hauling
boosts.
corpses. Name's Silas. Junior in humor. Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then...
Alright. These guys are clearly not my friends. Despite whatever I said. Alright, we're in town. We're gonna put our gun away. Hey, a barber shop. Ooh, stealing is a thing. Alright, cool. That's gonna be fun. Hello, Chen.
Physical hygiene. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to... You will also report to me in the event of your death. A ship? Dear me. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dread...
I don't like this guy already. I don't need a haircut, so he can fuck himself. Let's go talk to the boss, and then we'll figure out what's going on in this town. Man, lots of people back here, huh? Gonna try and blend in, look like a local. Don't want these people thinking I'm some sort of fake. And I'm not Captain Hawthorne from the USS. Maybe not walking to the door pulling a gun. Okay. It's interesting. Nobody's looking, right? Once again, he pulled a gun.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
That's right. They just said that. Are you guys looking at me waiting for me to speak?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Oh, it's alright, bro. I mean... Let's be polite. We can start with introductions. I'm Gogo.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Gonna be a little edgy with this guy. We can't let him get the upper hand in this conversation.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
I'm shocked that this guy in the starter zone has something that he needs from me. glad that Snarky is an available option.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Yeah.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Oh.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Oh, we're definitely going to do that. Because that'll let me get her side of the story. Because this guy's a bit of a dick, and I wouldn't mind double-crossing this guy.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. We belong to one community. The Spacer's Choice...
Gotta be gentle.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I mean, if that's all right with...
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny you will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpin.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Yeah, and I'm totally not going to screw you in the end, buddy. Reed, Thompson, companions. Companions provide support. Enhance your skills, carry capacity. You can have special companion abilities with spiritual skill. Alright, I'm going to make some friends with my companions. You seem alright, lady. Obviously, nothing to steal up here.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
I think this lady's already on board. Screw this guy.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Of course we can, Parvati, my...
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Yeah,
It's just...
weirdly
Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but
yeah,
that's not the only side of the tale.
fair. I like the snarky answer, but we're gonna go with this one.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to... There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big tip. Life's hard here. especially for them that don't fit in so well. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
On the east side of town.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, that's what my dad used to say.
I like the cut of your jib, Pepperetti. Hey, this looks like the kind of place where there's stuff to pay. How are you gonna feel about me stealing stuff? Okay. She don't seem to care. I don't seem to be stopping. See if anybody's around. I am even in the kick me sign. Ain't nobody looking, ain't nobody stopping me. Look, more tunas. Bit cartridges. I hope I have some storage back in my ship. Or that, like, most of the shit actually doesn't weigh anything. Vicar there.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Oh, hey, it goes together. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, it's just, these are like, valuable junk, okay. Somebody sells crap here. Let's talk to this bigger.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How
Just tagging along.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away.
Crushing on the
I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure... If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice... One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
I like heretical texts.
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature. Not many in this colony could understand. Thank you. If you retrieve it...
Heading back. I'm going. Gotcha. Be right there. No problem. I'll head over. In a jiff.
Okay, so I can tell her where to go, where not to go. Got it. Okay, so the next step. Step to go outside. But merchant. A bunch of stupid. Oh wait, we're supposed to be able to break shit down. This shit I need. Come on, Pervetti. So we're looking for a stolen book and to start some shit with some rebels. Let me go. I'm a hacker. Take that. I don't have enough mag locks. make some shovels because they're not nailed down.
Look out! Everyone all right?
It's gonna bug me that I can't open these doors. My desired name might steal all the things. Is really gonna be. Yeah, this one feels like it started like as a fucking Fallout game.
You hiding?
Oh!
You found them up?
Right, you!
Ooh, so that's what happens when I die. I wasn't paying attention to my health. It was my own fault for just running in there. I fucked up. Now I know it's gonna take a little bit of stealth. Waters all over the place. Shame of you.
That's on account of how... She was in another division of the space... Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belong... Well, I don't know about normal. It's... Yeah, huh? You mean about the mission? I know, but real machines have gunked up oil. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's... It just comes off...
Continually bug me. That is medium armor. I like that. Where's compare? Why isn't there a compare? Oh, there it is. And now I'm funky looking. There's some sort of skin tough out. Okay. Gift shop again. cave over by the river. Dead bodies up here. With drugs and ammo.
Nice.
Don't get caught stealing, kids.
Any progress on that?
I almost want to keep the book, but we're gonna give it.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the What the fuck is this? Is this... It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. There is little more important than such a... I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to... Bokono, the author, had some interesting theories about... Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe, but most of the philosophist perversion of Bokono's thoughts came more than a century. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. And that's how I ended up. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But you have a ship. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a... Oh. Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his... But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and...
I don't like this guy. Believe it or not, it's an entirely arbitrarily system I'm using to level up. I don't think Tech got one this round. Okay. Jesus wonderful. Great. I think I'm going to really appreciate this one later. There's that little slightly faster walk speed. Alright folks, that brings this to an end. I've done this for an hour. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night. Bye.